Welcome to the NTSC 5 and 5 series, where I, Ashwin, Krishnan host amazing cyber leaders on Standout in 90sec. Today, John Dunn, CISO at Accuray, is my guest. Questions to him: how vendor consolidation is going to impact a CISO's life, advice to an aspiring CISO, how a sales rep can get on his calendar, and two personal questions related to life regrets and alternative career choice. Watch on. So, John, it's been said the economic cycle will lead to consolidation in the cybersecurity industry. From your perspective, how do you think this is going to impact CISOs and the buying community in general?
Yeah, I think it's something that feels like it's going to come. I think both from need economically and also from the CISO perspective. The ability to integrate and make our operations work when we've got to stitch everything together is getting difficult with the number of different tools and protections that we need to have out there. So I think it's going to be a trade-off. There's a desire to get to that proverbial single pane of glass. At the same time, we want to maintain defense in depth and have some backups up there. So I think it's going to make our jobs both more difficult and a little bit more challenging to get it right. And it's going to be exciting. And I think some of the platform leaders out there have some capabilities that are exciting and will help make defense a little bit easier.
What's one single piece of advice you'd give to an aspiring CISO?
I think the first and most important thing is to listen to those around you, and then also conduct a buy, sell, hold exercise. You never get another chance to shut off tools, and that's an easy way to get some quick wins. If you have tools or spend in your budget that isn't creating value, it's an opportunity to shut that off and reinvest somewhere else.
Security companies are constantly trying to get on your calendar. What's a couple of key pieces of advice that you'd give to a potential sales rep to get on John's calendar?
Give back to the community to begin with. Give back in your local community. I'll always say here in Milwaukee, we run something called the CIO Forum, and it's an opportunity for us to get money to sponsor, to help disadvantaged students get access to internet. Participating in events like that, I think, is a great way to show that you're thinking about more than just a transaction, but how to help the overall cybersecurity community.
So, it's reading your personal side. What's one of your biggest regrets and why?
I started a company back in 2010 called PickWho to help predict kind of how you should play fantasy football. And what it did is it evaluated the people who were creating the estimates. I wish I had just quit my job, quit my MBA, and just done that full time.
Last question. If you could have any other career choice, what would that be and why? And maybe you just answered that.
Well, I've always wanted to start a company, but that's probably not my risk profile these days. I probably would have been a lawyer. I just think there's a lot of commonality between what we do in the technology space, the logic that precedes our careers. I think being a lawyer would have been my next choice.